Tesla is now officially offering unsupervised, full self-driving rides in Austin, Texas, which is absolutely a huge moment for Tesla. Back in June of 2025, Tesla introduced their Tesla Robotaxis, supervised with a safety monitor in them in Austin, Texas. And for one of two reasons why those safety monitors were in there is because Tesla wanted to get ahead of bad press. Having someone in the vehicle at all time to help navigate any unforeseen circumstances is wise. And also, going at 60 to 80 miles per hour on the highway for the robotaxis that would go on the highway, having someone there is just a good idea. But here we are, it's January 2026, and we finally have unsupervised Tesla robotaxis on the road. And now Tesla says that will scale up. They still have supervised drivers in some of their Austin fleet, but they still have a few that are unsupervised. And of course, those still can be teleoperated. But now you have these robotaxis that have nothing in them, which kind of puts them on the same level as what we see with Waymo or Zoox or what was Cruise. No one in the driver or passenger seat actively controlling the vehicle or monitoring the vehicle, watching what the vehicle is doing. You can sit back in the second row of your Tesla Robotaxi and it will just drive for you in Austin, Texas. Now, the reason that this is so monumental is this kind of leads us into Tesla's actual Robotaxi, the two-door gold cab that they are looking to release later this year. And that will be their main vehicle that they use for their ride-hailing service. And so this kind of means that very soon we could be seeing that on top of the fact that we could be seeing maybe an unsupervised full self-driving coming to Tesla vehicles. That could be pretty interesting. Imagine not having to look at the road and have a camera watch you. You can actually just have the vehicle drive and you don't have to pay attention. Now these unsupervised robotaxis aren't like just for influencers like how we saw last year. These are available for the public, for anyone. If you download the Tesla Robotaxi app, you can request a Tesla Robotaxi. Now again, there's no telling whether you'll get one with a safety monitor watching the ride or it will have no one in it, but these are available for the public to use. Now this was originally found by Twitter X user. He requested a Robotaxi, got in it, found that there was no safety monitor, actually ended up requesting a different Robotaxi, got in the passenger seat, and this one was also unsupervised, and actually tried to pull at the wheel to see what would happen. And just like we saw at the Robotaxi event in October, the steering wheel is locked, so it will not move. You cannot take control of the vehicle, and on screen it will actually tell you to stop doing that, and if you keep doing that, it's going to eventually pull over. Now these unsupervised robotaxis, as I've mentioned before, do have teleoperators or can be remote controlled, which are just steadily watching to ensure that these robotaxis are doing fine on their own. But I imagine that very soon we will see this scale out into other cities. So far, we've seen Tesla robotaxis actually be tested in other parts of the country, like north of Boston, of course, Austin, the Bay Area, parts of New York. And so Tesla is making sure slowly that they're able to scale out where they're going to be sending out the robotaxis, and soon they could be putting out these unsupervised robotaxis. So full self-driving ride hailing is a lot closer than I think a lot of people realize. Now this self-driving ride hailing war is heating up, right? We have Waymo, we have Zoox. Waymo is testing in a ton of cities and they're testing in other countries. I actually saw one testing in Japan a couple weeks ago. And so to imagine that now Tesla is also doing these without safety drivers, which can be a limiting factor. You have to hire someone to sit in the passenger seat, which kind of slows down how quickly you can kind of scale out how many of these Tesla robotaxis you can have. Unsupervised, Tesla can have as many of these robotaxis out as they possibly want to legally, and people can request them and ride them. It allows them to compete with the competition and catch up much quicker. Most recently, Texas also passed a law allowing two-door Tesla robotaxis. On top of all of that, Texas also introduced a law about robotaxis, not only allowing two-door robotaxis, like the Cybercab, but also removing the barrier for Tesla to have to go city to city to get approval to test and use the robotaxis, which means if Tesla has their cards in the right position, we could totally see Tesla scale out into the greater Austin, Dallas, Houston, Texas areas very quickly if they want to. While we wait for the Cybercab to come out later this year, these robotaxis kind of serve as the base and proof that unsupervised full self-driving works. This also adds on to the fact that in late 2025, Tesla got approval from the Texas Transportation Network Company, which allows them to now charge for ride-hailing services in Austin. So these won't just be free rides, these will be something that Tesla is now charging for. Now, technically, Tesla's already been charging a base fee for these Tesla robotaxi rides. However, when you don't have someone in the vehicle, it's no longer like your typical like taxi riding service. So unsupervised, this permit allows Tesla to charge based on whatever they see fit. And so it's gonna be interesting to see how Tesla charges for their unsupervised Tesla robotaxi compared to your traditional taxi, Uber, Lyft, and of course, Waymo. I think all of this news surrounding Tesla full self-driving, now unsupervised for robotaxis, on top of the fact that now soon Tesla will only be doing subscriptions for Tesla full self-driving. You won't be able to buy it outright. Kind of proves that Tesla is now like fully confident in the idea that Tesla full self-driving is something that they can soon just put out there and have totally drive people, and they don't have to worry about it and have to kind of micromanage everything. Removing safety drivers is going to totally improve the amount of scale that they can have for robotaxis. And again, Tesla has their self-driving robotaxi fleet in the Bay Area, and those have safety drivers. So soon, if we could see those safety drivers removed, that will totally expand the amount of Tesla full self-driving unsupervised robotaxis there are around the area, which again, totally competing with Waymo. The part that makes it unlike Waymo and Zoox, which are often hand building these cars one by one, Tesla full self-driving is something that can already be equipped on all Teslas that are in production right now. And so again, totally increasing the scale that they can have. So I'm super excited to see where this leads with Tesla full self-driving unsupervised, how soon we could see it come to people. Will we get the Cybercab a lot sooner than we expected? Is that something that's going to have a steering wheel, or is it just going to be a regular robotaxi without a steering wheel? Because that's where we're at now. There is no need for a safety driver or someone to take control at all. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. This is Out of Spec Bits, and I'll see you guys in the next one.